Welcome to another installment of 5-Minute Tones. We're going to be using firmware 12.12 for the AxeFX3. If you haven't already, go and grab the update either from the website, the forum, or Fractal bot and update AxeEdit as well, because you can now assign modifiers to a whole bunch of interesting EQ parameters, namely in the amp block, the parametric EQ block, and the graphic EQ block. So let's focus on this amp block output EQ modifier ability, because I want to do something kind of cool using the pitch follower. If you haven't seen my other videos on the pitch follower, go and check them out. It's pretty amazing what you can do with it, and we're going to try to use it to maybe not its full extent, but to some of its extent here. So I'm using the USA lead mid gain at the moment. I'm in drop C on my favorite guitar, my PRS SC245, and I love this amp for two reasons. One, it is incredible for tight, down-tuned rhythm guitar. And it is great for screaming lead guitar. But if I use my rhythm guitar settings that I've got at the moment, you can see the EQ settings on the screen as well as the output EQ. If I just kind of blaze away there, it is a tiny little bit thin on the high strings. So you could go in there and you could try to balance these out, or you could use the pitch follower and assign it to some of these sliders, because we can do that now. So let's do that. I'm going to assign the pitch follower to the 240 slider, and at the minimum I want this to come down to about -4, and at the maximum no higher than 0. And let's do the same thing for the 750 slider. So when I'm playing down low, I want a massive amount of chunk, let's say -7-ish, and then the maximum amount maybe up to say like -2, 3-ish. So if I play down low, I'm going to have this kind of super chunky, tight, classic Messer Mark series thing. Now, if I play up high, you're going to see these sliders kind of jump up, and you're going to hear the sound get really nice and fat and juicy on those high strings. You could go in and fine-tune these parameters so they change a little bit more smoothly by, say, increasing the attack and the release just a little bit. And this is just an amazing trick. You could do this with a parametric EQ block if you wanted more control over the frequencies. But I like it in this kind of Mark series block. It just kind of keeps things simple. That is so nice. We could also attach the pitch follower, say, to the overdrive parameter. I'm just going to go all-out pitch follower on this so that there's a little less gain when I'm playing down low and there is more gain when I'm playing up high. That is so nice, so nice. And let's just go one step further as well, and I'll put a delay block in here. I love the stereo BBD. Let's set the left-right ratio to 75%. I'll do nothing else, but let's have the delay kind of increase with the pitch. Like I said, we're going to go all in. I want to have the maximum at around 30% when I'm playing up high, and I don't want any on those low notes. It'll probably be a tiny amount though. Incredible stuff, right? That is just the pitch follower, and we have so many other cool things to do in here. I mean, we could use a parametric EQ block and attach some of its bands to an expression pedal. In fact, let's do that and create kind of, wah from hell. I'll do this. Let's set the low cut to be blocking. We'll set the high cut to also be blocking. And I don't know, let's boost one frequency while we kind of cut another as well. I've probably gone way over 5 minutes, but this is too much fun. So let's make this our main modifiable parameter, and we'll sweep this one, say, from like 600 to 2K, and then we'll have another kind of thing down here that maybe doesn't get boosted as much. So I'm going to have this one as quite a big boost that I can sweep. And then this one, maybe just kind of like a little boost with a tight Q. I'll make the Q a bit tighter over here as well. And let's sweep these, say, also with the FC pedal, but only from like 250-ish to, again, 600. Actually, I'll do it the other way so that one goes up as one goes down. I love this machine. There is so much you can do with it. It's so cool. All right, that's what we've got. Hopefully this will kind of give us the absolute wah of doom. Let's just turn the gain up on these to a silly amount. The sky is the limit with this stuff. I will show you one other thing that I dialed in using the ADSR. And this one has nothing to do with this preset. This is the end of the 5-minute tones video, but I'm going to stick around like a bad smell for a little longer. I'll just bring up this preset and play it for you. So what I've done here, I've used a parametric EQ, and the ADSR is triggering like a bunch of these cuts, and I don't know, I just kind of went to town on it. And when I trigger it, you'll see all of that spectrum kind of move and then shift, and you'll kind of hear the reverb be swept away. So to summarize, modifiers are amazing. You can do so many cool things. I would recommend heading over to the forum and going to the AXFX 3 subsection, actually the thread dedicated to this firmware, and you'll pick up some really, really cool tricks like pseudo harmonic tremolos and things like we looked at earlier. You can also increase the input gain globally from the front panel, which is pretty amazing. I'll show you how to do that, but I'm going to say goodbye for now. Thanks so much for watching the video. I'm going to go and have some fun with the pitch follower. See you next time. So hit the setup control, go down to I/O, and you will see all the way over here, input 1 gain. So if I was playing a particular preset with my SC245, I'd leave this at 0. But if I picked up my Strat, which has lower output pickups, I would just increase this, and it's going to increase the gain across every preset. What a glorious little feature that one is.